1957. America was no longer just rebuilding, it was growing. A new generation had arrived, a generation that wanted more than just function. They wanted style, and Ford responded with the Fairlane, a mid-sized sedan with the look and feel of a premium machine. Engine, 4.4 to 5.8-liter V8. Horsepower, 162 to 300 HP. Transmission, manual or automatic. Body styles, sedan, convertible, hardtop coupe. Signature features, sleek tail fins, wide chrome grille, two-tone paint. Interior, horizontal dash, wide seats, classic AM radio. The Fairlane cruised down the highway with confidence and charm. It wasn't just a tool, it was a statement for young families, for young drivers, for anyone who wanted to stand out while still carrying everyone along. Ford Fairlane, 1957. The shift from toughness to character, from foundation to identity. (1964). At the heart of the New York World's Fair, a car was unveiled, and the world was never the same. The Ford Mustang, born with style, built for speed, designed for a generation that wanted more than just a ride. This wasn't a family car. It was a symbol of freedom, a machine to dream in, a way to rebel. Engine, 2.8-liter inline, 6 to 4.7-liter V8. Horsepower, 105 to 271 horsepower. Transmission, 3 or 4-speed manual or automatic. Body styles, coupe, fastback, convertible. Interior, bucket seats, floor shifter, sporty dash. Mustang became a star in films, on the streets, on the radio. Every teenager wanted one. Every parent secretly did too. Over 400,000 units sold in the first year. One word, explosion. Ford Mustang, 1964 and a half. Not just a car, an icon. (1967). The Mustang was no longer just a symbol of freedom. Now it was a weapon. From a youthful style icon to a machine built to run and dominate the road. This was the Ford Mustang GT Fastback, a sharp fastback silhouette, a big block under the hood, and a V8 growl that could cut through the night. Engine, 4.7-liter, V8 or 6.4-liter, FE big block. Horsepower, 271 to 320 horsepower. Transmission, 4-speed manual or automatic. Top speed, around 200 kilometers per hour. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, around 6.5 seconds. Features: dual exhaust, sport suspension, fog lamps, rally gauges. This car wasn't built to sit still. It was made to fight, to prove something, to get ahead and stay there. The GT Fastback appeared in films, in chases, on the hot pavement of big cities, and every time it passed, heads turned. Ford Mustang GT Fastback, 1967. Not just a car, a legend in motion. (1967). The Mustang had already conquered the streets, but for Carroll Shelby, that wasn't enough. He wanted more. More speed, more wildness, more danger, and so it was born. The Shelby GT500, big engine, brutal power, a Mustang trained like a warhorse. Engine, 7.0 liters, 428 cubic inches. Police Interceptor V8. Horsepower, 355 to 400 horsepower. Transmission, 4-speed manual. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, under 6 seconds. Top speed, around 220 kilometers per hour. Features: dual racing stripes, functional scoops, roll bar, Cobra emblems. The GT500 wasn't just a modification, it was a mutation. The Mustang evolved into a predator. This car didn't talk comfort, it talked dominance. And when the Shelby GT500 rolled by, others just stepped aside and stared. Ford Shelby GT500, 1967/1968. Not a horse, a cobra, born to conquer. (1968). The GT500 had already turned heads. But for Carroll Shelby, that still wasn't enough. Because on American roads, being strong isn't enough. Being fast doesn't mean being feared. So they crowned it the king of the road. Shelby GT500 KR, raw power, aggressive presence, and a roar that shakes the pavement to its core. Engine, 7.0-liter Cobra Jet V8. Horsepower, officially 335 horsepower, but truly over 400 horsepower. Transmission, 4-speed manual or automatic. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, around 5.7 seconds. Top speed, around 215 kilometers per hour. Features, scooped hood, sequential taillights, roll bar, KR badging. This wasn't an ordinary car, not an ordinary Mustang. This was the Mustang, evolved into royalty. When the Shelby GT500 KR drove by, others didn't just look, they surrendered. Ford Shelby GT500 KR, 1968, king of the road. Charismatic to the eyes, deadly in the engine. (1969). The Mustang was no longer small, and Shelby was no longer holding back. This car was longer, wider, more aggressive. This was the 1969 Ford Shelby GT500, a classic muscle car with a modern-sized body. Engine, 7.0-liter Cobra, Jet V8, 428 cubic inches. Horsepower, around 360 to 400 horsepower. Transmission, 4-speed manual/automatic. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, about 5.5 seconds. Top speed, approximately 220 kilometers per hour. Signature features, dual sport hood scoops, Max-style front nose, Shelby tail panel, sequential rear turn signals, Shelby block lettering and Cobra badges. This car looked like a creature from another world. Big body, sharp lines, dominant aura. It wasn't built to blend in, it was built to take over. 1969 was the peak of power, but also the beginning of the end. This GT500 was the final explosion before the silence. Ford Shelby GT500, 1969. Not just muscle, it was rage, size, and presence, forged into one body. (1970), the engine still roared, but the world knew this was the end. The Shelby GT500, the last of the classic generation. No new design, no big surprises, but under the hood, the soul of the Cobra still lived. Engine, 7.0-liter Cobra Jet V8. Horsepower, up to 400 horsepower. Transmission, 4-speed manual or automatic. Top speed, around 220 kilometers per hour. Production, limited, only a few hundred units. This car wasn't built to scream, it was built to remember. 1970 marked the final year Carroll Shelby would touch the Mustang for over 3 decades. And this GT500 was more than a car. It was the closing line of an era. Ford Shelby GT500, 1970, the final classic, the last Cobra before the silence. Produced by NOVAARCHIVE and Brader Production. See you at the next kilometer, Brader. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share so this story keeps moving forward.